What's good, my powerful people? Back at y'all with another video. Now before we hop into the topic, make sure you drop a sub down below. Make sure you drop a like on the video. Make sure you follow me on all my socials. And make sure you get the ebook 10 Things That Define Every King. Link's gonna be in the description. Now today we're gonna talk about your success story should be as personal as possible. Look, as a man, bro, your journey is lifelong. Even if you're a woman, your journey is lifelong. So it should be to the point where you're not compromising what you want out of life. You shouldn't compromise what you want out of life, going after what you want out of life for anything or anybody. You shouldn't let the negativity stray you away from your path, stray away from your mindset, stray you away from the constant consistency, from the constant progression, from the constant development and reshaping of your character. Because you see, it's not gonna make sense because they can't see what you see in your mind's eye. Until people see things physically, they're not gonna understand what you got going on. They're not gonna understand the route that you're taking. So are you gonna succumb to what they telling you to do? No, you should go this way. You know what I'm saying? Are you gonna listen to the haters and the negativity? You gonna let it stop you from what you're doing? You gonna quit? You gonna be a slave to the system? Is that what you're gonna do? But the end all be all, bro. You gotta look at it like this. There's a time and place for everything, but you gotta understand that if you don't put yourself first, you're never gonna get what you want out of life. If you don't listen to yourself and you don't believe in yourself, nobody else will. It'll never make sense to nobody else if it don't make sense to you. Nobody else is gonna believe in you if you'll never believe in yourself. If you don't take the leap of faith and prove everybody wrong, everything that they were saying was right. That's the end all be all. That's the reality of it. Your success should be personal. What you want out of life should be personal. Your goals should be personal. So the journey that it takes to get at what you want should be personal. If they not on the train, if they not on board with you going where you want to go, drop them off. Forget them. You can't make room for everybody, bro. You gotta have a tight circle. You gotta have a tight closed space when it comes to going after what you want, because it's not gonna make sense to everybody. It's gonna be a select few people that you interact with in your life in the early stages of your grind who is gonna make sense to, who gonna support you and feed into you. You know what I'm saying? That's gonna motivate you externally to keep you going. When you know what I'm saying, when you're conflicted in your mentality, when you're ready to quit, when you're ready to give up, when you don't know what to do next. Those are the people that you can turn to guide you in the right direction. But if you listen to all this negativity, if you listen to all these haters, if you just stop, if you take your foot off the gas, how you gonna get to where you wanna go? Like, it don't make sense. But this is why you have to become selfish. This is why it has to become personal. Because if you don't, who will? Nobody. That's how serious you gotta be with your life. You gotta become more serious and look at things from a more serious perspective. You can't play games and act as if things are just gonna be handed to you. You can't just act as if things just gonna be shown to you, signs are gonna be shown to you, you're not putting no work in. If you're not showing the initiative, if you're not being consistent, if you're straddling the fence, steady trying to do the wrong thing, then you want to do the right thing the next day, your results, it's gonna show in your results, bro. You know what I'm saying? You start something up, you start a project up for 2 weeks. You start a routine up for 2 weeks or a month, and then you just fall off. Slowly but surely, you just fall off. You just stop being consistent. You don't want it bad enough. You shouldn't have started to begin with if you can't do it for more than 2 weeks. That ain't nothing. You have to embody consistency. You got to think in terms and think and act and move as if the best version of yourself was watching you. Think and act and move in terms as if the best version of yourself was watching you. If the best version of yourself was watching you right now, would he be proud or would he be like, there's no way he gonna make it to me. There's no way this version gonna manifest because he playing games. You get what I'm saying? So are you playing games in your life or are you going after what you want? Are you serious enough or do you think everything a joke, everything funny? Do you think you have unlimited time or are you strategizing, being efficient with your time, or are you just wasting it? This is what you gotta ask yourself. Because if you don't, nobody will. If you don't have the mindset, if you don't follow what you see in your mind's eye, if you don't follow your dreams, if you don't manifest these things, if you don't think and act in a certain way, you're not gonna get what you want. Forget the negativity. Absorb and transmute the negative energy into positive energy. You get positive energy by being efficient and being productive. When you're productive, when you're working out, you're absorbing energy. You get what I'm saying? More energy. That's what adrenaline is. Adrenaline is energy. So when you start working out, when you start doing physical things, your adrenaline boost. So it's like, that's like a strength boost. That's the attribute boost. You get what I'm saying? Same thing with this. If you get your dopamine rush, bro, like I was just saying, you should get your dopamine rush. You should get adrenaline boost. You should feel good about accomplishing goals, about improving yourself. That should make you feel good. Not wasting money on the outfit that you don't need because you don't go nowhere. Not buying a pair of shoes that you don't need because you don't go nowhere. You know what I'm saying? You should be smart with everything that you do. You should be strategic in everything that you do. It's buying these shoes, buying these clothes, you know what I'm saying, doing this or chasing this woman, having this woman on your side. Is that going to benefit you 10 years from now? Is that going to benefit you a year from now? Is that going to benefit you a month from now? You're dealing with a woman who you don't even, you know what I'm saying, who you can't even grasp being with long term. So it's like, why are you even dealing with her? That's a waste of your time. You're dealing with these women and you don't even have your life in order, as if anything stable can be produced from that. You got to be more directed and self-directed in your goals, more goal-driven. You get what I'm saying? You got to be more consistent. You got to write things down on a daily basis. You got to be more selfish, purpose-driven. You know what I'm saying? You got to be directed in what you want to do in life. You got to go after it. Forget about what they telling you. Forget about what they saying that you can't do. Can they do it? No. Because are they doing it? No. But what are you doing? You starting. You taking baby steps. Everything must start from the ground up. You got to build the foundation. Yes, it's going to take time. Yes, it's going to take sacrifices. Yes, it's going to be difficult. But can you do it? Yes. What's separating you from the next person? What's separating you from a successful person that you want to be like? Y'all are both human. Y'all both got 24 hours in a day. So what's the difference? The mindset, the work ethic, and what they do in a day-to-day life. Who they know, who they network with, who they surround themselves with. Those are the differences. It's not rocket science, bro. At the end of the day, if you putting in the work, you see where you want to go, and you in the right space. You being in the wrong space is going to hold you back tremendously. You steady hanging around the wrong people. You steady indulging in being in the wrong environments. You want to be partying and having fun and taking trips and doing all this extra stuff when you got goals to accomplish. Well, how can you celebrate when you know you ain't put the work in and you ain't earned it? How are you celebrating? You ain't earned it. You can really just sit up and have fun, and you can be content with it and happy with yourself, knowing that you got stuff to do. Are you serious? Are you, like, you know what I'm saying? Do that make sense to you? How are you going to get to what you want if you don't make time to do it? You steady wasting time on stuff that don't matter, but you say you want this and you say you're going to get this. How? It doesn't make sense. It doesn't add up. It doesn't correlate. It doesn't make sense. You got to become more serious. You got to strategize your life. You got to strategize your days. You got to strategize your months. I wrote something down on the 6th in my journal. I said, by next month, a new money opportunity is going to present itself. Within 5 days, within 5-6 days, a new morning opportunity presented itself to me. A new skill that I must master has presented itself to me because I set the intention. I wrote it down. I read it every single day. And what has happened? A new money opportunity presented itself just like that. And what have I been doing? Learning and trying to master this thing. 2 days in, you get what I'm saying? I'm going to apply these principles. I'm going to apply these teachers. I'm going to soak up this game and this knowledge for 30 days straight. I told y'all, bro. It's not time to be playing games. It's time to be more serious about what you want out of life. How you going to get blessed if you playing games? It's literally a sin to know what to do and not do it. You're going against the grain. How can you know what to do? How can you know the steps that you need to take? How can you know that the people that you need to surround yourself with and you still do the opposite? It doesn't make sense. How can you be blessed? How can you be helped along your journey when you going against the grain? When you doing the wrong thing continuously? You steady bumping your head, you steady tripping, you steady falling on your face, you steady getting slapped in your face because you steady doing the wrong thing. And you don't see anything wrong with it. You don't think enough is enough. You feel uneasy because you're doing the wrong thing. You get this feeling in your stomach because you finna go around the wrong people, or you finna go back to this girl, you finna send another text. You finna spend money on something that you don't need. So you getting the feeling right before you do it. You get the feeling that you don't need to do it, but you ignore it. Then you feel even worse after you do what you know you ain't supposed to be doing. But think about if you did everything that you were supposed to be doing on a daily basis, how good you would feel, how free you would feel, how at peace you would be. It's like, why do we have this victim mentality, self-sabotage type of ideology? Like we just, you know what I'm saying? Like you just gotta feel something, but you gotta feel something negative. What is wrong with you? You should always want to be happy. You should always speak positively to yourself. If you have negative self-talk, if there's self-sabotage within your mentality, you should expect everybody to do the same thing to you. If you don't speak positively and think highly of yourself, how can the next person do anything in correspondence? This is what you got to ask yourself, bro. What do you want the most out of life? The women, you know what I'm saying? The women that you're getting right now, is that what you want the most out of life? Do you want to be just making the money that you're making right now for the rest of your life? Do you want to live in the same environment that you're in right now for the rest of your life? Or do you want to see more and do more and experience more? You get what I'm saying? Just be in a different atmosphere so you can feel more peace. Just to say, I'm here because I earned it. Or I bought this because I earned it. You know what I'm saying? Or you know what I'm saying? I put in the work and I've attracted this bad woman. You know what I'm saying? That's how you're supposed to be. Not crying, complaining, stressing. What are you stressing for? Everything is a part of the plan. You should be at peace. When you have faith, bro, how can you stress? You're going to always be taken care of. You putting in the work, bro, it's not going to be easy. But when you got the faith, you're going to be calm and cool and collected. If you're not calm and cool and collected in your element and in the right headspace, you're not going to be able to do things and work as efficiently as possible. Slow down some. Calm down. Plan things out. Write things down. Strategize. Execute. Simple things, bro. Think in the right way, act in the right way, and be consistent and do it every single day. Isolate, bro. Cut out these, you know what I'm saying, distractions. Stop being on your phone, on social media all day. You're not looking up anything to learn, anything to apply. soon as you watch a couple of videos, bro, you should be active doing something. You should be writing something down. You should be, you know what I'm saying, physically doing something. You watch a video, you should drop and hit your push-ups. Simple. You should just get in spurts throughout your day when you just work out. You just drop. If you don't go to the gym, bro, you should just drop and just hit push-ups throughout your day. When you step out the bed, drop and hit you some push-ups. When you walk out your room, drop and hit you some push-ups. Same thing with squats. You must be a, you know what I'm saying, well-rounded, balanced individual. You don't want to just have full upper body, then somebody come and take your legs out. You get what I'm saying? Because if you fight, you got to understand. You see how people, when they be fighting and boxing and stuff, how their legs get wobbly. If your legs weak, you're done. So you got to be well-rounded, well individual. You know what I'm saying? But it's like this, bro. What do you want most? Isolate. Be serious with your life, bro, because there are no handouts. As a man, times are getting worse. You get what I'm saying? They're steady trying to emasculate men. They're steady trying to tell men to be weak and feminine. You know what I'm saying? It's harder for you to get to the money. Prices of everything is going up, but the only thing that's not going up is minimum wage. So it's harder for you to just be working a job and survive in this type of environment and survive in this type of economy. You get what I'm saying? The government does not care about you. Nobody really cares about you. Nobody wants to hear about your problems, bro. You're a man. At the end of the day, they're looking at it like you're supposed to be okay. You're supposed to, you know what I'm saying? You're supposed to just make it through. You're supposed to figure it out. The government don't care about you, bro. They locked you down. You know what I'm saying? What makes you think they care? If they did it once, they'll do it again. So it's like this. What do you want most? What are you going to do? You going to just allow this type of stuff to keep going on and you going to complain and cry and stay the same? Or are you going to make a change and, you know what I'm saying, create the life that you desire so you can do what you want to live freely? You should be chasing time freedom, financial freedom, so you can do what you want out of life. Because it's not about the money. It's like, what are you going to be doing with the money? You know what I'm saying? How many people can you bless when you have all this money that you want? But it ain't even that, bro. It's just like you can wake up. Don't you want to wake up when you want to? You ain't got to clock in. You know what I'm saying? You doing what you want to do. You waking up in an environment that you earned. You know what I'm saying? You more at peace with your life. You have new opportunities. You've attracted new friends. You've attracted new relationships. All these types of things. You know what I'm saying? You're not worried about money. You're not stressing about how you're going to pay this and this because you put the work in and sacrifice. So now you're more in a stable position. But you still ain't content. So you still grinding because there's always room for improvement. You've refined your mind to the point where there's nothing that can stray you off your path. Is that how you want to be? Or do you want to continuously stay right here complaining, stressing about where money gonna come from, still chasing behind women who don't care about you, still getting played and cheated on? You know what I'm saying? Nobody really respects you. You weak, you feminine. Is that how you want to be? No, not at all, right? So you got to get around the right people. Build you a team of people who's serious about what they want out of life, who's serious about making it to the next level, who's serious about escaping this system that everybody wants you to follow, that everybody wants you to be programmed in, you know what I'm saying, manipulated by. Break away from the system. Break away from the 9-to-5 system. Break away from the go to school, go to college, get a job system. Forget about that. Times are changing. You cannot survive doing that type of stuff no more. You have to break away. Times are changing. You cannot follow the old systemic programming from 20, 30 years ago. It's not the same times that we live in. You have to be willing to adjust. If you don't adjust, you're going to get left behind. If you don't make the sacrifices, you're going to get left behind. If you don't prioritize what really matters the most, you're going to get left behind. But at the end of the day, nobody can tell you to do this stuff. Nobody going to make you do anything. That's why it's like you're so content right now, because don't nobody make you do nothing. You a grown man. Who going to tell you to do something? If you don't want to do it, you ain't going to do it. So at the end of the day, if you don't want to change your situation, nobody going to make you. If you want to stay right here where you at right now, nobody really cares. You get what I'm saying? If anything, they're going to applaud you. If you staying right in the system, if anything, they're going to applaud you. Why? Because they can control you. If you following along with the system, they can control you. You're going to listen to what they say. You're going to eat what they tell you to eat. You're going to drink what they tell you to drink. You know what I'm saying? They say, watch this. They say, take this. You know what I'm saying? They say, do this. They say, you can't go here. You're going to listen. But if you do what you got to do, you make the sacrifices, you stack the bread up, you control your mind, you can do whatever you want. The mind is one of the few things that you can control as a man. So you must be in control of it. When you let this woman control your mindset and your emotions, you're done. When you let society and the government and this matrix control your mindset and your emotions, you're done. When you're listening to everybody else instead of yourself, you're done. When you put your faith in a system that's broken, or you put your faith in a woman that don't love you, you're done. When you're surrounded by weak men, you're done. So end all be all, bro, you have to be more serious. You have to be more strategic. You have to be more smart. You have to be a man at the end of the day, because times are changing and it's only going to get worse. Get what I'm saying? It's only going to get worse. Men out here struggling with women. Men out here, you know what I'm saying? Their mind is just gone. They're feminine. It's harder for you to, you know what I'm saying? It's harder for you to make $1. So you have to know what to do. You have to be strategic. You have to put yourselves in situations. You got to understand where to go, what type of moves to make, what type of connections to make, what sacrifices need to be made, what you got to do as a man. What do you want out of life? So what route are you trying to take? If you're going to stay, you know what I'm saying, be sucked up by the system, or you going to break free? You're going to unplug. You know what I'm saying? Because right now you so plugged in, you will fight to defend the system. When somebody tell you what you need to do, you resent them, you down talk them, you disrespect them. When in reality, these people are trying to help you and free you. You don't want to be free. That's what it is. Do you want to be free, or do you want to be confined and stuck where you at right now? These are things that you have to ask yourself. When you ask yourself these questions and write these questions down and write down the answer, how can you get to the answer? How can you get to the money? How can you get to the freedom? How can you get away from the job? How can you get away from the system? How can you get to everything that you want out of life? The daily habits and actions. What do you think about on a daily basis? What do you do on a daily basis? What has the most of your time throughout your day-to-day life? This woman that don't want you, you know what I'm saying? Social media. It's like, what matters the most out of your life, bro? When are you gonna pay attention to your goals and what you want most out of life? You never think about these things. You're looking at them as if they're so far away because you've yet to put it on paper and plan it out and execute. That's why it seems like it's gonna take you 10 years to do something that you can do in 2. Because if you was productive enough, you would already realize that slowly but surely, you might already be halfway there. If you would have started now, you could be halfway there. But now it's gonna take you double the time because you steady playing games. And it's only gonna get worse. It's only gonna get harder for you to escape. If you don't escape the system right now, if you don't break away from your job right now, if you don't leave that woman alone right now, you're gonna be trapped for a little minute, bro. If you don't get serious, bro, it's gonna be hard for you. So at the end of the day, you gotta ask yourself, what matters most, and how can I focus on these things on a daily basis? How can I improve my discipline and my well-being and my consistency as a man in order to ensure that I get what I want out of life? How can I make these sacrifices? What sacrifices need to be made? What do I really just need to do? Talk to yourself, bro. Write stuff down. Learn how to be alone and master being alone so you can really cultivate and refine your mind, and you can plan things out so you can go out in society and just dominate and deflect things that they try and throw at you. You don't need to do this. You can't go here. You must take this. You gotta have this if you wanna go here. Do this and this and this. When in reality, it's all a continuous cycle. It's the rabbit hole. You know what I'm saying? It's the hamster wheel. It's the hamster wheel. You just following the system, and it's never gonna end. Believe in this. Don't question this. Don't ask that. What did he just say? Let me silence him. Let me delete his account. Or with the women. They steady playing with you. You steady chasing them. All your focus is on them. And these women are so low value. Semen demons. You chasing semen demons. You get what I'm saying? You chasing the succubus. Is that really what you want, bro? You get what I'm saying? You got soul ties with semen demons. You're done. You're never gonna break away. There's so many things that's keeping you right where you at, and you've yet to cut the ties. You've yet to, you know what I'm saying? You've yet to just say enough is enough, I'm done. You've yet to pull the plug because you don't want to. You like where you at right now. If you don't want to make any, if you're uncomfortable to the point where you have to do something, there's no choice but to just move and act. But if you haven't got to that point yet, it's because you still want to be where you at. You haven't made the sacrifices yet. So at the end of the day, bro, this is a wake-up call. If you don't adjust soon, it's gonna be too late. So act right now. If you like this video, like, comment, subscribe, and I'm out.